Oh, it's vibrating. We've made it. We've made it. This is quite tight and scary. Oh my gosh. This is just a motorcycle with a cage wrapped around it. So, how many people normally fit into one of these things?
3 people, and
Okay.
Most of them aren't our size, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you
comfortable.
lift weights, don't you, Travis?
A little bit.
A little big. That's inconvenient.
Yes.
So tell me a bit more about the influence of China in the Philippines.
There's been 3 major influences on the Philippines.
Uh-huh.
Of course, Spain, that really first colonized it.
Yeah.
And before Spain got here, every island was like a separate country. They really united it. But of course,
Oh,
China too, and then after that the United States, of course. But there's other little various influences, especially from Muslim cultures. But China has made so much of a big impact in terms of the food they eat here, the holidays, and Chinese people are very superstitious. Filipinos very superstitious. So there's a lot of crossover in terms of all of that.
okay, so the cultures really have kind of fused together. Oh my
what's
God.
that?
We're
It's so
flipping,
heavy.
are we flipping upside
I
down?
know. Kuya, we
Travis, you're
okay lang
too
tayo.
big. I think I'm gonna lean forward.
you have a lot of
it
weight
felt
on
like,
this. Yeah, you have
it
too
felt
much
like the
weight
whole
on
thing
this
was
side.
almost flipping. Well, welcome to the last episode of China Uncensored. I'm here with Hima and Travis. How do the Filipinos feel about the new relations Duterte is pushing with China?
We get to talk to different people, from taxi drivers to professionals, well-educated, not so educated. What some people say that they're not really okay with Duterte trying to partner with China because they don't want communism. Some people say, I think it's good. Let's just trust Duterte because maybe it's his strategy to make everything better for the Philippines.
Oh, interesting.
I would say it's not just Filipinos that are concerned with a potential partnering or even takeover from China. Americans write me all the time that either they want to live here or they want to move here, and they're majorly concerned about it. But it's not something that I think that we really need to worry about. It's very premature because a partnership, since China is so powerful, it's not necessarily a bad idea if it could be mutually beneficial. But it's too early to tell. We don't know if it'll be a good thing or a bad thing. But I think it's best to be optimistic, especially if you're someone from another country that wants to live here or even visit. I don't think they're going to want to stop tourism. And people from the Philippines, if you marry a Filipino person, they'll still be able to immigrate.
So what do the Chinese people mainly do here in the Philippines?
Chinese are known to be businessmen, and most of the big businessmen in the Philippines are Chinese. They're Chinese owned.
So they're a pretty powerful minority in the Philippines.
I would say yes.
Oh, interesting. I'm still afraid this thing is gonna flip over backwards.
They'll be fine. They do this for a living.
I guess.
Besides, we have a hologram of Jesus here, so put your faith in it.
You know, if they had more of that in like my Catholic high school, I would have been more interested. I think it would have reached the young people. So something you see in the Philippines a lot are these steel jeeps. They're called jeepneys, right? And so they're sort of like the mass transit here. They're very. I thought I saw one. There's kind of one there. That's kind of a jeepney. They started like because they were jeeps from the war, right?
Yes, the American soldiers left a lot of jeeps from World War II, and they repurposed them to make them public transportation videos. So a jeep, it has a short back end. The jeepneys, they elongate the back end, and that way they can carry lots of passengers or cargo.
Hold that thought. I just want to get a shot of this car right there. Not letting us by. This is madness. This is madness. So I can definitely appreciate why you'd want public transit, because I would not want to drive in this.
This isn't madness. This is Manila.
This is Manila. I kind of wish I had spent more times on the weights. This camera's getting heavy.
You need a lighter camera.
Need a lighter camera.
Need a lighter camera.
Oh, you have This is a much better one. Oh, hello, Travis Press.
Hello,
camera.
Chris.
Oh, the white and black. All right, I gotta rest my arm. Here, can you guys lean in and say hi?
Hey!
Say hi to the fans of China Uncensored.
From China Uncensored, from the Philippines Uncensored.
Travis, you've been a fan of this show, right?
I've been watching you guys for years. The first video I saw was the one about the Chinese military not being as powerful as many of us think. And it really exposed me to a different way of thinking about it. We hear a lot of fear-mongering from the news, and you always hear like about China. In the 80s, it was Japan's going to take us over economically. Well, that never happened, so it was just a bunch of fear for nothing. Now we hear a lot about China, but after seeing your video, I think it really helps people be reassured. And everything that China Uncensored does, it's very entertaining, very funny, and even if you're not that interested in China, you're still going to enjoy watching China Uncensored videos. You would think that a channel about China wouldn't have a wide mainstream audience, but what you guys do, it's just so done, so well done, that people can enjoy it on many different levels.
And Travis, have I paid you to say any of that?
No.
I gotta check my bank account and make sure that the check is there.
No,
That's free.
that's the wrong answer.
I totally believe this. That's why when I found out, when you guys reached out to me to let me know that you were coming here, I was so excited. I don't like to do a lot of collaborations because you see these collaborations on YouTubers and they just seem fake. You could tell these people it's all about just trying to somehow suck some of the audience away from that other person and get them on their channel, and they're just trying to expand their audience, and it's just about that. There's no passion, there's no chemistry involved, it's just fake. The audience can see it, and a lot of the reasons I make my videos is it's fun for me. If I'm not having fun doing it, there's not a lot of point to doing it. So it's such a rare thing that I would collaborate with someone, but I'm very happy and proud to be collaborating with China Uncensored.
That's awesome. Here, let me flip the camera around. And all right, Travis, why don't you tell us a bit about your channel?
My channel, I've been running for 9 years. I started in 2007.
Oh, wow.
And I was an actor living in LA, and I wasn't really getting a lot of the parts and things that I wanted to. There were a lot of things I didn't really like doing. So I actually graduated from film school. I figured, hey, I know how to do this stuff. I'll just buy my own camera, my own equipment, and I'll start doing things. And I started doing things just for fun. And one of the very first videos I did, where I was really just testing out the equipment I just bought, it went viral. And it went viral in the Philippines, even though I made it in the US.
Oh, nice. Well, was that the how to cook adobo?
That was my famous video teaching how to cook adobo. Back then, they didn't even
Check
have,
it out.
Yeah.
You should know how to cook adobo. It's delicious.
Back then, they didn't even have the term viral video. And I just was testing out the equipment, shot it real quick, uploaded it. I thought it was kind of cute, but then before I knew it, thousands of people started watching it every single day. They started playing it on television in the Philippines, and I got
viral video before it was cool.
Exactly. But I'd been coming to the Philippines before that. I'd been coming off and on since 2003, and I remember I worked a lot in the Philippines in 2006. I worked as a model and also an actor. I had a very successful modeling career in the United States before coming, so it wasn't a new thing. I was continuing that, and I had all these billboards around Manila, billboards for Jockey, for other clothing companies.
Wow.
But what really endeared me to people is not my picture on these billboards in the Philippines. It was that video of me cooking adobo, and it was just a total accidental hit.
That's the national dish, right?
Yes, that's the national dish. When people think Filipino food, usually the first thing they think is adobo.
Oh, nice. Wow, it's getting really difficult to breathe.
I know, I was just thinking we're sucking in the exhaust.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never been here, sorry to say, but pollution is very, very hard here. And one of my goals before coming back here in 2012, I really want to educate people about why we should take care of our environment. Not in a preachy way, but I was just hoping to make some sort of difference, because this could be such a paradise if we cleaned it up. And of course you're seeing, well, what are you seeing, Chris? You're seeing garbage everywhere.
Polluted rivers.
Yeah, polluted rivers. You're sucking in that noise, this noise
Yeah.
pollution. So, but unfortunately, one thing I learned, and I'm known for being honest, good and bad. One of the things is I learned that Filipinos, they don't like honesty. They don't like people saying things even if it's true. Even if your intentions are good, sometimes they'll get really angry. So I've tried to educate people at that, but a lot of people get angry about that. But you were not wrong on your observation about the air that we were just sucking in. So if you've never been to Manila, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about, but trust me, it's bad. And to think they say the air in Los Angeles is bad. That's
No,
nothing.
this is worse. Well, at least it would be like being on a Los Angeles freeway, only the windows are down and you're breathing it for a long time. Oh man.
This is why I try to avoid taking jeepneys, especially for long periods of time. I just don't want to breathe in the air.
Ah, the fan. That's a great idea. Thank you.
To the rescue.
You are now